Hello to those that are watching the pre-recorded version. I'm your Pisces MC, Trevor Quincy. It is Monday, April 24th, 2023. We are just waiting for our live audience to come in, but we're going to be answering your questions as well as be doing astrology readings. So if in the case that you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. But while we wait for everybody to come in, I'm just going to set up everything. Let's see here.
They tell you where to go usually. I think, yeah, they usually tell you where to go for the blood test. At least that's what they did with me. They're like, you need to have a blood test, so call here.
Hello, everyone. Just waiting for everybody to join in. Okay. Oh, let me pull up. Hi, everyone. Hi. How we doing?
You're like, it's not me.
All right. Well, while we wait for everybody to come in, ooh, almost dropped my iPad there. While we wait for everybody to come in, we're going to be doing some questions and readings today. So if you want a reading, $15, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I'm just going to put my payment info up here. It is TRZO LLC. You should find it if you scroll all the way up. There's a let's see, there is the info box up there, but I'm going to put it right here. That way you guys see it, but it's just under review right now. And then while we wait for that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask it down below. I'm just waiting for more people to join in, but while we wait for that, I'm just going to do the astro weather forecast for today, April 24th, 2023. Sun currently is at 4 degrees Taurus, Moon 28 Gemini, Mercury 15 retrograde Taurus, Venus 15 Gemini, Mars 15 Cancer, Jupiter 24 Aries, Saturn 4 Pisces. Saturn is at a critical degree. Uranus 18 Taurus, Neptune 26 Pisces, Pluto 0 Aquarius. Pluto is at a critical degree. Chiron 16 Aries, North Node 4 Taurus retrograde. Lilith is at 18 degrees Leo retrograde. All right. So we're just waiting for people here. Everybody's quiet today on this lovely Monday afternoon. Where's everybody joining from, by the way? I'm a native New Yorker, so I'm in New York. Let's see. Just waiting. Everybody's quiet. Hi. Hey, Marie. How you doing? Everybody's so quiet. Columbus, Ohio. Hi, Columbus. I'm in New York. I can't say I'm in Long Island. I'm on Long Island. Let's see. Florida. Yes, come on, Florida. Yes. Happy Monday from Pittsburgh. Ooh, come on, East Coast. Yes, a lot of East Coasters here. I consider Ohio to be the East Coast. I know you guys consider yourselves to be the Midwesterners. I feel like you're East enough. You're still in our time zone. You're right. Yeah, you're still in our time zone. I see you. All right. No astrology questions? All right. Then I'm just gonna head out, you know? I'm surprised. Let's see. Maryland here. Oh, Michigan here. Hi, Michigan. I love you too. Maryland here. Yes, come on, East Coasters. What are we doing today? We're just answering questions. We're going to get into some readings in a little bit. I did readings earlier, but I'm going to doing them again because I just felt the push to do it again. So why not? You know? No, I want to learn more about aspects. We can learn about aspects. Honestly, just ask the questions. What would you like to know? Yeah. Oh, and the payment information is up here. So if you guys want to know it, you know, if you want a reading today, it's $15. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, TRZO LLC. Oh, thank you, Issa. Thank you. I don't even know where to start with astrology questions. I know. It's like that. I know. I get it. Me too. You know? Where do you start? You know? I mean, you can start at the basics, but I feel like everybody knows the basics. It's like the unspoken truth as it is. You know? Let's see. So I know my placements. I know you know your placements, but I want to know how they aspect on my chart. Well, I read your chart before and how they work together. Okay, so aspects are basically the ways that the planets communicate and interact with each other. It's their main method of exchanging energy. Now, of course, we have squares, we have sextiles, oppositions, conjunctions. There's, did I say sextiles? Yeah, I probably did. But then there's the minor aspects as well. And not many people talk enough about the minor aspects because they don't have, the significant influence as the major aspects do. But if you want to know the difference between the aspects, I can definitely go into detail with that. First, starting with the conjunction. Keyword is blending, because you're blending the energies together. So say, for instance, if you have Sun conjunct Saturn, you're taking Saturnian energy and solar energy and merging them together. You can have solar turn energy. Bad example, but you're merging the two together, you're blending, so they're becoming one energy. Sun and Venus becoming one energy. Now, say for instance, if you have the stellium, if you have the grand conjunction of multiple energies, all those energies are blending together to make one energy. That's the whole point of the conjunction. Hi, how you doing? And then you have the opposition. Of course, that's self versus other. So you're always that's axis work, So that's an easy way on how to remember opposition. You're always dealing with axis work, Now, I say axis work because oppositions usually, go within, the sister signs. So say, for instance, if you have moon opposite the sun and moon is in Cancer, sun is in Capricorn, they're always going to be the sister signs. You will rarely get an opposition to where you see like Gemini, Capricorn, or Cancer and Aquarius per se, because those are more towards quincunxes and in conjunct, but the degrees will definitely play a pivotal role there. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. Neptune, Jupiter, and Sun, 6S Capricorn. I don't want to be a corporate slave. You don't have to be. Capricorn's meant to build on their own. I'd love to hear your observations with my chart. Is that $15? Yeah. $15, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whichever works for you. Why is my computer not working right now? What just happened? Hold on a second. I love you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Just trying to pull up my... Ooh, my laptop here. This is random, but is there the way to find your bio parents in astrology? Oh... There should be, because your mother and your father are representative, the moon, mother, father. There's definitely like a debate between on traditional and modern astrology. In traditional astrology, your father's ruled by the sun. But in modern astrology, we look towards Saturn. So Saturn can tell you the father effects, and then sun can also as well. But then for mother, it's more lunar. I have to reset my computer, so give me 1 second. And I was definitely explaining the aspects. So I got to opposition, I did conjunction, sextile. Sextile is all about opportunity presenting itself, but it's Venusian, so it does require effort there. That's why when I say, or when I'm looking at charts with the sextile, I always say self-effort is required. Self-effort is required. But the difference between the trine and the sextile is that the sextile, you need effort. And then with this trine, it's effortless. That's why people with a lot of trines, they can become a little lazy, because things just naturally happen for them. Whereas with sextiles, it can happen for you, but it requires the effort. Okay, so my computer is resetting. Are you still selling significant? I have one in Capricorn. Are selling significant? What do you mean? Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Let's see here. Is placements in Capricorn significant? Oh, autocorrect. Okay. Let's see. Stacy, I got yours. Thank you. When is Jupiter going into Taurus? May 16th. May 16th. We're close. All right, and let's see, did I hit everything? Squares, tension, inner conflict. So if you have any squares, it's usually because one of your placements kind of want to be on top, so it's really kind of going between the two. But to hear the square, it's really figuring out how both can be on top at the same time, if that makes sense. So those are all the aspects. Hopefully I didn't miss one. If I did, let me know. All right. Are stelliums significant? Hopefully, is there anything significant with stelliums? I have one in Capricorn, yes. So with stelliums, that means that you have a concentration of energy within one sign. With it being a Capricorn, career, status, legacy, and life's work will definitely be at the forefront, as well as whatever house it falls into. If it falls into the 10th house, you need to focus on career, status, legacy, and life's work. But if it falls in, say, the 7th house, relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, contracts. If it falls into the 1st house, self-identity, independence, life's direction, taking action towards your life's direction, and then giving back to yourself through self-replenishment as well. If you have it in the 4th house, home, family, processing feelings and emotions. So it's really important that you locate the house as well. But of course, in Capricorn, it is important because you have, as I said, the concentration of energy in one sign. Someone said my second house Cap energy is detrimental because I have Neptune, Moon, and Uranus there. It's not detrimental. Anybody that says, oh, you know, this is a bad placement or anything like that, I just don't give into that, because I feel as though that even if you have debilitated placements, you could use those to your benefit, because the opposite of debilitation planets are the planets of exaltation. And so it's just axis work. That's all it is. But your second house is not detrimental. You do have a moon that is in detriment in Capricorn, but that doesn't make your whole second house detrimental. You know, first and foremost, now we talked about this, definitely watching suppressing the emotions, of course, but not putting so much energy into, or not equating your money to your worth and value, of course, and not putting so much energy into making money, because money will definitely come and go. With Neptune, of course, you yearn for financial stability, financial security as well. Uranus, money can definitely come in suddenly, and it can leave just as suddenly too, so watch the spending. And with the Sagittarius ascending, watch for frivolous spending too, because we don't know the next time when money will come in as frequently, you know, but it wouldn't be detrimental. It's just more along the lines of paying attention to that house and your spending. Oh God. Stacy, I got your, and I should have said it, and it should have been more specific, but, and plus you probably don't know. For those that are getting readings today, if in the case that you want a reading, just be sure to include, when you're sending the payment, your birth, time, date, location. Stacy already did it, but, I will say with Stacy, just be sure not to post it on here, because we don't know who's watching and we don't want people to take advantage of your energy. Okay. I'm just pulling everything up. So give me 1 second. Let's see. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. Okay. Saturn in the third retrograde. When was there the first and the second? Oh, Saturn in third house. Excuse me. I read that so wrong. I was like, what do you mean a third retrograde? What was Saturn in the third is actually a very pivotal placement. First and foremost, watching what you say, definitely watching for spreading this information, because it could be karmic with that as well. But I will say, when Saturn in the third is retrograde, you are constantly going over lessons in regards to communication, developing your skills, your immediate environment as well, becoming curious of mundane knowledge. So you may ask yourself frequently, are you on the right path? Are you around the right people? Are you saying the right things? You know, chances are you are on the right path if you're asking those questions. But I will say, you're always going over these lessons. Your mindset, oh my God, very important here, because you gotta, depending on the sign though, depending on the sign, your mindset is going to go through a massive transformation at some point. But I will say, with Saturn in the third, there tends to be the pessimistic mindset. But when it's retrograde, you kind of already know the specific lessons cater to what Saturn in the third is trying to teach you. Okay, could deal with communication, could deal with mundane knowledge, could be a jack of all trades, master of none, but hey, you'll always do better than the master with one. Look, you know, I want her cat placement. I'm screaming. Not the trade. Ooh, let's see here. Babes, I need that cat. I know. Your videos are amazing. Oh, thank you. Let's see. What about having your South Node and the Sun in the same sign and house? Usually when you, West Islip. Oh my God, I'm in Oakdale. What the heck? Kelly, what? Anyway, sorry. When you have your South Node and the Sun in the same sign and house, well, usually if you have your South Node in the same Sun, you know, it'll be in the same sign and house. But I will say here, with the South Node conjunct your Sun, there's elements of your personality that comes naturally towards you. Definitely take those on. But then there are elements of your personality where you kind of need to, like, you need to walk away from it. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's not beneficial for your evolution. So that's really where it is. The South Node represents natural gifts, the things that we've mastered already. So wherever your Sun is in your chart, you've already mastered that house. You've already mastered that sign. Basically, because your South Node is in that sign. So you're meant to move towards the opposite. For you, it may be a little bit more work because your Sun is naturally what you're moving towards. So it's kind of like that catch-22 there, you know? But I will say, just be sure to find balance. Balance, because you may feel unfulfilled with your personality, but tapping into that North Node energy brings the fulfillment back. All right, let's see here. Aquarius MC, I like to see it. Love them. Let's see. Do asteroid planets like Eros and Juno matter? I'd say that they do matter if you really, pay attention to them. I personally don't. I used to pay attention to Juno. Eros, not really, Lilith, I just got around to it. Everybody knows. I already tell people I don't really incorporate Lilith into it. But when people ask, I'm like, oh, well, I'm already doing it, But with, what's another one that people ask for? There's Lilith. Oh, Vertex. I don't do Vertex. So certain elements, if you like them, definitely utilize them, but I really don't, to be honest. Love your content. Thanks for going live. Of course. What do you think about Cancer, Sun, Aries, Moon, Cap, Rising, the big three? Well, I really don't do big three readings unless you give the 15. So I'm going to do you one solid here. Okay? Because Cap, Rising, I love me the Cap Risings. I'm a Cancer Rising. So I'm going to do you the solid for this once. But, you're going to start a trail of people being upset. So now gotta put the attention towards you. Cap Rising, major focus is on career, status, legacy, life's work, being somebody prominent in society. Your major focus, though, is your private life, your home and your family, processing your feelings and your emotions in that 7th house. It's going to pertain to relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. You need to face your emotions head on, because if not, that can lead to violent outbursts, lashing out. We don't want that, now do we? You may yearn for a sense of belonging. Don't move to a specific place just for the sense of a place of belonging. All right. Stacy, I've kept you waiting long enough. And I already forgot your information too. And I got it right here. Oh, an October person. Same here. Come on, Stacy. Yes. All right. I'm just typing in your info. It's over. We see a lot of East Coast representation here today. Look at God. Yes. Let's see. Is anybody from the West Coast? Anybody joining overseas? Let me know. Let me know. Some might think how I feel. Y'all know nothing about that. All right, let's see here. West Coast. Come on, West Coast. That's right, Stacy. I'm patient. No worries. Look at you. Look at God. Look at God. See, now everybody's coming out of the woodworks with their big three. I do want to know your big three, so definitely let me know. Well, and when you're posting it, while you're posting it, I'm going to say hello to Stacy. So here's how I do the readings. If in the case that you would like a reading, it is $15 today, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Of course, you send it to TRZO LLC right up here, and we'll add you to the queue. But I show you your chart on the screen, so we're all going to see it. That way we can all say hi to you. We're going to look for critical degrees of significant importance. So if you do have any critical degrees, pay attention to the house and the sign that it's in. Specific lessons will manifest through that. So you really want to pay attention to any transits, any aspects being made to that as well, all right? So without further ado, let's all say hello to Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Come on, Taurus Ascendant. We see you. All right. Oh, I'm going all the way down the list. All right, today I'm using astrocharts.com because I feel like it's the best website to get your chart. I'm not a spokesperson, but I just like their sites. All right, come on, Uvu. Let's see, how much is it? $15 I paid up. Okay. Here we go. Do you have any critical degrees? You do. Uranus 1 Capricorn, critical degree. North Node 22 Aquarius, critical degree. All right, so let's check over here. Do you have any other critical degrees? I'm not seeing anything. So you just got your 2. Nothing bad, nothing major. Uranus is more the collective energy, so you won't feel any personal results, but you'll feel the personal results with the North Node because you're naturally moving towards it. So your destiny is something that you need to pay attention to: career, status, legacy, and life's work. Oh, look at you. All right, here we go. In a past life, you were definitely focused on transformation, your healing journey, going below the surface and accepting the darker aspects of life. You also could have been focused on death, sex, taxes, the occult knowledge as well. It is very important for you to realize the power within yourself, within your energy as well. Other people may project onto you. Don't give in to that. They're just bitter. All right. But I will say here, it is really important that you know your energy and know the power within your energy, because you are really transforming other people just by being who you are. Of course, for you, it's manifesting within relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. So realize the power within a dynamic. You may want a powerful partner, but relationships for you will be transformative. Not necessarily because of your energy, but because you are naturally attracting people who need to heal. And you are really asking them to take off the mask. And you'd be surprised how many people are walking around with their mask on. All right, so definitely realize the power within yourself. In this lifetime, though, you're meant to build up your material security, focus on establishing your worth and value, you, as well as giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. And it's really important that you focus on your natural gifts and talents as well as your immediate family too. All right, it's what gives you emotional fulfillment. Now, also with your moon in the first house, any action that you take, just be sure that it emotionally resonates with you. If not, it's just not going to work out. All right, but I do see this square towards the sun. Perhaps maybe you don't know what it is that you'd like to do, but hopefully I gave you some advice with taking action with what emotionally resonates with you, not just with what's going to make you money. Okay, because if you're taking action based off of what's going to make you money, it's just not going to work. It's going to be a chop. It's going to be a chop. All right, but moon is grounded here. It's exalted space in moon in Taurus. Okay, you do have Jupiter in Cancer. A lot of exalted placements. Look at you. You have Jupiter in Cancer, moon in Taurus. Anything? Oh, well, that's pretty much it. But you know what? You have Saturn in Capricorn too. I think that's your planetary dispositor, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, I think that's your planetary dispositor. Venus in Sag, Jupiter in Cancer, moon in Taurus, Venus in Sag. No, that's a loop. Let's see what else. We have Sun in Libra, Venus in Sag. Okay, well, Sun in Capricorn could be your soul dispositor. But I will say, Jupiter in Capricorn, Cancer and Cap in your third house. Major energy here. All right, with Chiron in the third house, people could have gossiped about you, spread misinformation early on. This could have come from the family, okay? So it is really important that you are first and foremost healing from any family wounds, finding a place of belonging within yourself, listening to your intuition. I said what I said, okay? Also, finding an outlet that best gets out any suppressed words, thoughts, feelings, opinions. Getting those out will definitely help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people as well. So it is very pivotal that we're looking for that. My throat chakra is the main focus right now for sure. Absolutely. Oops, sorry, I'm just putting my charger in, so don't mind the movement here. But I will say with Jupiter in the third house, in the sign of Cancer exalted, you back up any information that you share with others with experience, naturally experienced here too. And I feel like Cancer in the third house or moon in Gemini is a very pivotal energy, is because these individuals can speak their emotions into their words or speak how they feel here. And with Jupiter being in Cancer with you in the third house, everything that you're saying is not only backed up with experience, but it's backed up with feeling. So people can feel what you are saying. They can feel it on a deep level. I mean, I wouldn't say scorpionic level. It does have a trine to Pluto, but do realize the power within your words. I'm not going to lie here. All right. It was what I was saying before with realize the power within yourself, but because it throws that trine to Chiron, realize the power within your words is because people may project onto you if you're speaking mindlessly and you're not conscious about your words actually triggering other people's wounds. And you may be unconscious about this yourself, but it's no fault of your own. Remember, it's what I said. Anything with Scorpio energy or aspecting Scorpio energy, it is seeking the truth and the pure, authentic truth of an individual, a place, a thing, the nouns, whatever. You know, so it is really important here that you realize the power within your words. That way you don't have to take on other people's projection and you're not dealing with the masses being upset or angry, okay? You have Mercury, Mars, and the Sun in the 6th house, which means major focus is on mundane responsibility, daily operations, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. Just be sure not to overwork yourself to your day-to-day, to your detriment here with Mars here. It is fighting for your health, but I will say just be sure that we're not overgiving your energy or overworking yourself to burn out or to your detriment. Watch for criticism in your day-to-day. Other people definitely like what you have to say, but watch for criticism for yourself and for others too while it's in the 6th house, okay? If you are diabetic, definitely watch for sweets here, okay? Let's see here. Can you elaborate on the upcoming sun transit for this chart? Yeah, I can. Let's see here. Pluto I already did. Venus and Sag. Now, your transformation is going to be quite beautiful, something that people will definitely like to see. But I will say that in regards to Venus being in the 8th, you can't be intimate and vulnerable with everybody. Not everybody is for you, so remember that here. You may align with somebody who shares the similar belief system with you, somebody that you can grow with, rather it be philosophically, through a belief system. This is somebody who best matches with you, somebody that you can expand with. But you do want that deep connection. You definitely want something that you could be intimate and vulnerable with. You may even attract an inheritance. So it is really important here. And it's going to be a big one too, I'm not going to lie here. You know, but I will say, since your 6th house ruler manifests through the 8th house, self-effort will be required in your healing journey, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. Capricorn. So I'm not going to lie, Saturn in Capricorn, though it is at home, it is very interesting energy, okay? Because Saturn in Capricorn definitely drags you through the mud, definitely brings you through some experiences in order for you to really learn and master, you know, career, status, legacy, life's work, success in general. With Saturn in the 9th house, it's really asking you, what is the meaning of your life, you know, and how can you make your life successful? With Uranus here, sudden belief changes, sudden changes in beliefs, sudden changes in philosophy. Perhaps maybe you change your lifestyle up quite a bit too. Nothing that it's wrong or anything like that, but with it being in a loose conjunction with Saturn, may want to reel back with that because Saturn wants you to get to your truth and start building to gain success. Okay? With Neptune here, you may yearn to be, you know, you may yearn to have your lifestyle together. You may yearn to expand and really live an abundant life. And that will definitely come with time, especially with this Neptune-Saturn conjunction here. Sometimes you may feel as though that your faith is really being tested. Okay? But I will say that everything's definitely working out for you. It's just working out very, very slowly. Okay? With Capricorn MC, you're teaching the collective how to really put in the work for what it is that you want. Okay? Which means that you have to put in the consistency, the structure, and the organization with your career, status, legacy, and life's work, and everything will definitely work out for you. Okay? North Node in Aquarius, it's in your 10th household sign. It does fall in the 11th in Placidus, which means first and foremost, you're destined to be remembered for something. You're destined to leave a legacy, focusing on career, status, and your life's work as well. Definitely listen to your ideas here because you're quite innovative. You can make the world a better place and really progress society forward. But it's really up to you to really execute your future endeavors. A lot of trial and error is indicated here, but don't give up after the first try. Also, don't be afraid to beat to your own drum. With it being in the 11th house, friends, groups, networks, organizations may be of assistance here. So don't be afraid to ask for help if needed. But as I said, don't be afraid to beat to your own drum because with the 11th house here, I can sense that maybe feeling misunderstood, you know, trying to fit in is something that you may have wanted to do early on. But it's really important that we not fit in with the wrong people because you're different for a reason. Okay? I'm way too stubborn to give up on anything I really want. Girl, me. Okay? But I will say with North Node being in the 11th house in Placidus, it is really important here because a lot of gains and rewards can come from this placement. But you got to keep going. Okay? Because in sidereal, I believe this shifts to Capricorn. So it's all about persistence, perseverance here. Okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Somebody did ask a question. Let's see here. Can you elaborate on the upcoming transit Sun and Mercury opposing Pluto and Aquarius next week or so for this chart? Well, this is somebody's personal chart, so I wouldn't be able to do, unless they want to know, like, what's coming up. But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for the chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see. Oh, that's fine with me. Okay, great. Let's see what's going up. Okay, so the sun right now is in Taurus. You know, the sun's transiting your first house, of course. So if in the case that anybody is watching and you're a Taurus ascendant, the sun right now is in your first house. Of course, it may conjunct your moon, Stacy, of course, but that's more towards the end of Taurus season. Now, I will say Jupiter is still in your 12th house. It is transiting into the first house. I'm sorry, it's still in your 12th house, but it's transiting into your first come May 16th. So you may have felt stuck and stagnant, like nothing was moving. Things are about to really pick up for you because you have a lot going on in your first house. You got that Mercury, you got Uranus in your first house, just a whole bunch of mess, you know, but I will say that come May 16th, come the next couple of weeks, everything's going to light up for you. Now, somebody else said something about the opposition with Pluto and Aquarius. Sun and Mercury opposing Pluto and Aquarius. Now, I will say, Pluto's still at 0 degrees, and it won't get past 0 degrees, I don't think, this year until about 2024. But with Sun and Mercury opposing Pluto, it is still at a critical degree, you know? So I will say here with... Wait, you said Sun and Mercury opposing Pluto and Aquarius. Sun and Mercury opposing Pluto, that won't happen until about July because Sun and Mercury have to be in Leo for Pluto to oppose Aquarius unless it's retrograding back into Cancer. But Pluto is only going to be in Aquarius for about a month or two, and then it's retrograding back into Capricorn for the rest of the year. So the upcoming transit with Sun, Mercury opposing Pluto and Aquarius won't happen until summer. So we got some time for that, all right? That's pretty much all that I'm seeing. All right, yeah, I'm thinking about that Sun and Mercury opposing Pluto in the 7th. Oh, so you're thinking ahead of time. Okay, I see you, I see you. All right, let's see who's next. I did get a couple come in. All right, Kelly is up next. Kelly Hanley is up next here. Okay, let me move this back up here. Her natal, oh, Pluto and Scorpio. Okay, because I was like Pluto and Aquarius. All right, Kelly is here. I'm getting married next year. Ooh. Well, Pluto will be in Aquarius by the time, probably, because Pluto's retrograding, of course, back in Capricorn for the rest of 2023. But let's see, it's not really hitting. It's not hitting your relationship planet, so you're good. Love the outfit. Oh, thank you, stylish. I forgot where I bought it, but let's see here. Okay, Kelly is here. Kelly, by the way, are you still on Long Island? Because I'm from Long Island too, and we are from a couple of cities away, at least from the city that I have here. So hold on a second. Let me just type this up and move this way. Thoughts on moon in the 12th synastry. Could be a karmic relationship, I'm not going to lie, but not all moon placements are bad. Definitely look at the sign. You're still on Long Island? Okay, same here. You know, how has it been? It's been really good this time round. This winter, it hasn't really been that bad. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad that everything's in the 50s and the 60s now, you know? Thanks again. Of course, Stacey, anytime. What about Venus? Venus rules relationships as the natural significator of relationships here, but it is really important that if Venus is in like a square or anything like that, squares can get better with time. They can actually garnish success. But if it's in like a bad aspect with Saturn or Mars, like Mars especially, because Saturn Venus conjunctions or aspects can actually mean longevity of a relationship. But with Mars, I wouldn't do it, you know? Let's see here. Getting ready for Kelly. And then we have boop, boop. And 4. All right, everyone. We are on to our next reading. Let's say hello to Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Let's see. All right. Wow, that is over, back, great. I'm ready for summer. Oh, same here. Absolutely, 100%. Because you know what? I've been tired of the cold weather. I was living in Texas in 2021. It was 82 degrees on Christmas. Could you ever believe that? Like, just saw your video about Pluto placements. Ooh, what did you think? Let me know. All right, this is Kelly's chart, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody who does not identify as they, or, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's see if you have any critical degrees. You don't have any critical degrees on this side. In Texas, I can. Oh, fair. Let's see over here. You don't have any critical degrees. Look at you. No critical degrees. Doing great. All right. So let's get back up here. I guess it surprised me coming from New York because I just never would have imagined 82 degrees Christmas time. You know, maybe like 50s or 60s. But even in Hawaii, it was like 70. It didn't even reach 80. But let's see. Okay, in a past life, you were definitely focused on building material security, establishing worth and value, giving back to yourself through self-replenishment. Also really focusing on immediate family as well as your natural gifts and talents. In this lifetime, that's where you find your emotional fulfillment, is where you have your energy and drive. But it is really important that we're not rushing through these themes as well. Okay, this is going to best manifest for you through relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Very established emotionally. I will say very grounded as well, too. Now, with Mars, you really don't want to rush in or out of relationships or rush through business dealings. Be sure that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's when dealing with any contracts here, okay? But with this placement here, oh, by the way, with Taurus in the 7th, just be sure that we're not staying in relationships that don't serve us, okay? But also find a balance with having a relationship with yourself, all right? But in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on transformation, your healing journey, going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, as well as sex, death, taxes, the occult. Those can also be applicable to your life's path as well. Now, you do have North Node in the 1st house. It is in a conjunction with the Ascendant, and that means that you have a South Node in the 7th house, which means that you naturally know how to deal with the people. You naturally know how to deal with business and the other, but now it's time to focus on you. What is it that you actually want to do? And it's really important that you don't go looking for the answers outside of yourself because you have all the answers within you. It's really an incarnation where you're dealing with self-identity, independence, going after your life's direction and taking action towards it and giving back to yourself through self-nourishment, okay? Also, now you don't have Pluto in this placement, but I always say it with Scorpio placements, realize the power that's within yourself. A lot of people may project onto you. A lot of people may call you intense or intimidating. Don't take on that projection, but just realize the power that's within yourself. You serve as a catalyst that is triggering other people's unhealed wounds, and other people may not take well to that. They may project instead of healing, so just don't take on the energy, okay? You do have Neptune and Sag in the 2nd. First and foremost, watch for frivolous spending, but I will say here that you may yearn for financial stability and security. That that's it. You know, having a belief system can definitely help you here to manifest some more, but it's just watch the frivolous spending, monitor your spending here. You don't have Saturn or anything aspecting that, which is good, but just watch out for the frivolous spending from time to time, if you know what I mean. All right. You do have Jupiter and Chiron in your sixth house here of Aries. So very busy in your day-to-day. A lot of responsibility, a lot of focus that needs to be on your day-to-day as well. You are going through your Jupiter return, so this year could also be busy for you, especially within the next couple of weeks too. Now, you also do have Chiron in the sixth house, talks about wounds pertaining to critique, criticism, and perfectionism. Perhaps people didn't like your tone of delivery, or they just thought when you were just speaking, they thought that you were critiquing them to some degree, and so they projected back onto you, and you kind of took that to heart. Focus on your personal development journey as well as your self-identity and independence. This helps you to not only heal yourself, but to heal other people too. Okay? Also, just be sure that we're not overworking ourselves in our day-to-day. Okay? Let's see. Okay, what else is going on? Mercury and Gemini, definitely a truth seeker. Okay? Nobody can lie to you here because you're a natural lie detector here. You got to realize the power within your words, but do watch for gossip and definitely watch for spreading misinformation about person, places, things, the nouns. Okay? Because that can really come around and be transformative for you. Whatever wisdom comes from your healing journey or transformation, you're meant to share that with other people, okay? Gemini's all about sharing information with other people regardless, but I will say that you are meant to share that with others, okay? Now, let's see here. You do have Sun and Saturn in Cancer in your ninth house. Cancer, Saturn is going to require a bit more effort on your part. It isn't detriment, okay? But I will say finding a belief system, a lifestyle that best suits you, finding the meaning of life or a philosophy, whatever that may mean to you, you're meant to find that and expand on that, okay? But it's not going to come easy. It's going to come with a little bit of obstacles. It's going to come with a little bit of challenge, but you're going to get through it. It's going to get better over a span of time. You definitely may feel like your beliefs will be tested, okay? So definitely, I will say any bit of advice, find a belief that resonates with your emotions, okay? Because then that will be able to stand the test of time. It's where you shine. Very fortunate energy may come with delay, though. In your 10th house, you have Venus and Leo, whole sign, not Placidus, remember, okay? Venus, just be open to other people helping you in your career, status, legacy, and life's work. It's definitely where you're meant to shine. And you're also meant to be confident here, so attention naturally may be on you, so don't shy away from it. You don't have any Pisces placements, so I'm not as worried here. But I will say, just be open to other people helping you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work. You're not meant to do it alone here. Part of your mission in this lifetime is really to be of service to other people, as well as helping other people to shine their own light within their life. Not so much like Leo, like you're helping them to express themselves or anything like that. No, you're helping people to live the best life for themselves possible and to really do something for themselves here, which means that you need to prioritize your own personal healing journey too, as well as your personal development, okay? That's best going to express itself through your healing journey, your transformation, as well as I just said here too. Now, with your 10th house ruler, that is actually 12 places from itself. Definitely be sure that we are watching out for any karmic energy, setting up energetic boundaries within our career as well. Okay? You do have Pluto and Uranus in your 12th house here. Very powerful subconscious, very powerful connection with the universe, but you do benefit from traveling to foreign lands to develop yourself spiritually. All right? Be sure not to over-obsess in regards to spirituality, spiritual development as well. Watch out for obsession, revenge, vengeance. Those can all be karmic energies. They can come through hidden enemies, endings, and loss as well. Sudden karmic dealings can definitely come into play as well. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Just be sure here. Am I seeing any T-squares? No, I'm not seeing any T-squares, but just be sure your chart is a lot of balance. Be sure that we are establishing balance with your spiritual development and your physical development, as well as really figuring out what your life means to you. Okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, that was Kelly. And Vanessa is up next. Oh, we have another native New Yorker. Of course, of course. Morgan, I just got your Venmo as well. What's the Cash App? Cash App is TRZO LLC. It's right up here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let's see.
Signed into law in November 1999, Graham Reach Beloit Act, GLBA, removed the 50-year-old anti-affiliation restriction among banks.
Oh. I'm on your TikTok live. Yep, Morgan, I see you. I just got your Venmo. You're good. Vanessa is here. Great, great, great. Let me type in. I just Venmo'd. How long is the wait now? For Morgan, you're actually up next. So you're good. Is the Venmo same as Cash App? Yes, it is. How many in line for today? Well, after Vanessa, I have Morgan, and then the line is pretty much open. But if in the case that you guys are trying to book for the reading, just be sure to include your birth time, date, location, as well as understanding that this line does fill up quick. So if you do want a reading, get one now, okay? Because when the line fills up, that's when I close the readings. All right? Let's see here. And if you guys still have any questions in regards to astrology, feel free to ask that, okay? Thank y'all. All right, I'm going to face it this way. So having 5 degrees in Cancer Moon and 29 degrees Venus in Aries, that 29 degrees Venus in Aries, critical degree. All right, so you really want to pay most attention to that 29 degree placement because it's going to shift into Taurus in your progressed chart. 5 degrees Leo, Cancer Moon, very intuitive placement, but it's more adding just a Leo energy towards it. Nothing major but the 5 degrees. You know, some people say that it is a fame degree. Could bring you fame. Who knows? Definitely see for yourself. Let's see. Who's next? Vanessa. We have an Ada New Yorker. Oh. All right. Aries and Saturn in my wheel chart, but but in my house it's in Pisces. Huh? You mean in your sidereal chart? Because wait a second, how do you have Saturn in Aries, but then in your house it's in Pisces? I need further elaboration with you. Let's see here. Let's see, 528 and 24. All right, so while we wait for further elaboration, let's all say hello to Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. All right, so let's just get this centered. Come on, Virgo Ascendant. All right. So Vanessa, we are doing your chart. Hopefully, I just saw that you probably just joined back in. All right, so just checking if you have any critical degrees. Let's chart over here. Look at their retrograde planets, hon. All right. Self-inflicted wounds with Chiron retrograde, all right? It is at critical degree, so we're going to touch on that for just a second. All right, and then we also have MC0 Gemini, critical degree. All right, let's see what's going on over here. No critical degrees over here. You just have the 2 over there. All right, so you do have Chiron and you have MC. All right, let's see what's going on in your chart up here. All right, here we go. So in a past life, you were definitely focused on spiritual development, spiritual liberation, establishing a connection with the universe, trusting in the unknown as well. Now, this didn't come easy. This came with karmic dealings as well as through hidden enemies, endings, loss as well. But in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on mundane responsibility, your daily operations, work schedules, routines around personal development and physical health. Now, this is best going to manifest for you within your career, status, legacy, and life's work, with Mercury being in Gemini in the 10th house. Definitely an indicator for me that you're a jack of all trades, master of none, but you can always do it better than the master of one. It's where you shine. So if you feel as though that you're good at multiple things, but you feel as though that you're being niched into something, just do multiple things, you know, and see what sticks, okay? Just beware, because with Mercury in Gemini, there's the tendency to spread information without knowing the facts, so just be sure to validate any information that you are sharing with the masses, okay? Could be a public speaker here, all right? But it's where you shine. People will definitely talk about you within your career, but all good things, and you'll naturally attract attention towards you. Ooh, I wonder what you're meant to do, all right? Because you're going to have a lot of attention on you with North Node and Leo too. You do have Venus in Cancer here, okay? And this is actually very beneficial, especially because your moon is in Scorpio and it's trining here. So any ideas that you have can actually really benefit your future endeavors. Friends, groups, networks, organizations definitely want to help you out here. Just be sure to take on those opportunities if they resonate with you. Now, any ideas that you may have towards your future endeavors, they have to resonate with you emotionally. If not, it's just not worth it. I wouldn't even take the risk, okay? There is a little bit of a square here. Perhaps maybe you feel as though that you need your resources in order to manifest your future endeavors, but you have everything that you need to manifest to get to the next level, okay? Now, your Venus in the 11th house, it's at an apex of a major T-square here. I know you see that right angle there, if we learned anything about Pythagorean theorem, all right? But you really need to tap into that confidence. You really need to tap into that expression as well, shining your light and not being afraid to put yourself out there despite who is watching, who may be projecting or judging, all right? It's all about confidence. Confidence is key. key. All right, this is how you can be your most authentic self here. All right, with North Node and Leo in the 12th house, definitely destined to focus on spiritual development, spiritual liberation. You have a bit of this past life energy coming into this lifetime now. It's what you're destined for, but it's really important that we're not focusing so much on the go, go, go energy. Okay, a lot of sudden changes within your day-to-day. You may require a lot of freedom within your day-to-day, but you're taking on a lot of energy there too. So it is really important that you're establishing a connection with the universe, focusing on trusting in the unknown, as well as taking time for solitude, taking time for yourself. Okay, you may be so busy that you don't take enough time for you. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Mars and Libra in the second house definitely have a lot of energy and drive to establish your worth and value and build up material security. Just be sure to find a balance between giving and receiving, and not rushing into a specific job or rushing within a specific thing that is going to give you some money. Okay, because it definitely won't work out. It will create a blockage. Okay, be sure that you're prioritizing also your healing journey too. A lot of transformative things that you've gone through. So be sure to prioritize your healing journey. This will balance that out for you. It will help you to establish your worth and value too. Moon and Scorpio, touched a little bit about it. I know it is in fall here. Moon doesn't like being in Scorpio, but hey, you do yearn for a deep connection, definitely something with intimacy, vulnerability. But I will say emotional fulfillment also comes through communication, developing your skills and your immediate environment here too. Mundane knowledge is really going to be important for you, especially because it can give you ideas on how to manifest your future endeavors, as I said before, okay? But I will say with Scorpio energy, just be sure to realize the power within your words, okay? It's because sometimes when you're speaking, other people may get a little bit intimidated or triggered by what you're saying. It's because you're meant to trigger their unhealed wounds, all right? Because Scorpio is all about this truth. It's all about the truth seeking as well, all right? Let's see. You also have Chiron at Scorpio. Is that at that critical degree, or is that in Sagittarius? It is at Sagittarius, but it's at 0 degrees and it's retrograde critical, okay? So self-inflicted wounds, where around the family, perhaps what happened in your family life. You may feel as though that you're a generational curse breaker. So I don't necessarily feel that this may be self-inflicted, but when I do see it retrograde, could be self-inflicted here. But with Pluto in the 4th, definitely a transformative upbringing, intense situations that have happened early on, definitely helping towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work here. But I will say with Chiron, whatever you went through, it could have been self-inflicted, or it could have been from the family. It could have been from something that was within, okay? Something that maybe you didn't speak up on. Perhaps maybe you didn't process your emotions, or you didn't give yourself enough time to process your emotions. Did you run away from your emotions here too? That's where it could be self-inflicted. But whatever has happened in your early childhood, two things. First and foremost, as I said, it is helping you towards your career, status, legacy, and life's work. Second thing, if in the case that you are holding on to any emotions, you need to let them go at this time. You need to give yourself enough time to process these things in order to move on with your journey. Remember, Pluto, Scorpio energy, 8th house energy, all about evolution. So you need to be willing to let go of what no longer serves you, letting go of what no longer is in alignment. That way you can be in alignment with your dharmic path, the path that you're meant to be on, okay? Pluto and Sag, also finding a certain belief system, philosophy, way of life, a meaning of life that best caters to you. That'll also help you to step into your power, okay? Now we do have Neptune and Uranus in our 6th house here. As I said before, you may benefit from having some freedom in your day-to-day, but you may also take on a lot of energy within your day-to-day too. Just be sure with Aquarius that we're not overworking ourselves to our detriment here, but you may benefit from listening to your ideas within your day-to-day as well. They can help you to manifest any future endeavors that you may have for yourself, okay? Jupiter and Aries in that 8th house, not gonna lie to you, I have Jupiter in the 8th. It is not an easy placement. A lot of transformative experiences, a lot of healing that needs to be done, but a lot of wisdom that comes from this placement. You're meant to share it with others, all right? This wisdom could also help you too, so pay attention. Don't rush through your healing journey with Aries being on the 8th house cusp. Saturn in the 9th, you may feel like your beliefs are going to be tested, because sometimes you may be asking, what does life mean to you? You know, what does your life mean? Nobody can define it except for you, okay? But once you define it, it's going to be something that's going to benefit you for a very long time here. It's going to bring you challenges, it's going to bring obstacles in the beginning, but it is going to get better with time. Also a wealth placement, very fortunate energy that it's sitting in. Saturn in the 9th, very fortunate energy. It's going to get better over a span of time. Could bring you some fortune. All right, self-effort is required to find your belief system, to find your philosophy as well. Just be sure here that we are confiding within other people. Other resources can definitely help you to find your belief system or specific lifestyle that best caters to you. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see over here. I did get some questions here. How much are readings? Oh, thank you guys for helping me out so much, keeping me in my flow, because I do get distracted easily. All right, let's see. Oh, they're cutting the grass. They're cutting the grass. All right, see, as I said, I'm already getting backed up. So if in the case that you want a reading, I'd get one now, because they're getting backed up. All right, so let me tell you who I have so far, because I do have a couple of people. You're so good. I love how you read and don't stop. Oh, thank you so much. I think I'm destined for this. I'm not going to lie, because I never wanted to be an astrologer, but it's the one thing that seems to work every time. So I'll keep at it. Did you get my Cash App? I was actually about to read who I got. So let's see here. Oop, I just got another Cash App, so let me reload real quick. Are you Brittany Ray? Because if in the case it is, I just got your Cash App. Okay, so Morgan, I have Morgan. Morgan's actually up next. Then I have Christine. Then I have Ariana. And then I have Deborah. Then I have Brittany. Okay, Ariana, yes, I got you. You're all good. So I'm going to read that one more time. I have Morgan. Morgan's up next. Okay, then I have Christine, Ariana. Then I have Deborah. Then I have Brittany. All right. Last call. I'm going to say last call here because I'm a little backed up at the moment. So last call, I will give it until about 5:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in New York. Please adjust for your time applicable zone. Okay? So Morgan is up next. I'm typing in your information right now. I'm on your TikTok live. And I see you there. All right. Also, be sure if you're sending your information, just be sure to include birth time, date, location as well. I'm Brittany. How do I submit my information? All you have to do is send $15 to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal to this @handle right here, and we'll add you to the queue. Just be sure to include your birth time, date, location. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Cincinnati. I knew somebody from Cincinnati. I think she just moved back. I don't know. Don't quote me. Okay, let's see here. 30th, 2000. I took a trip to the year 3000. Anybody remember that song, Jonas Brothers, Just Me? All right, so let's see here. I'm in line already. I forgot to include the information. Okay, no worries. Just send it to my Instagram, TRZO on the go, or if you go to the icon that's in my profile, you could just send it to my personal. I just made a payment on Venmo. I didn't get one through Venmo, but I got one through PayPal. And I think that was, excuse me. Oh my God, I'm gassy. I think that was Deborah, but I already read Deborah's name, I believe. Yeah, I got Deborah's. Oh, she started a conversation. Okay, cool. So I'll get to hers in just a second. I sent the message via PayPal. Yep, that's what I got, because that was a notification I just got too. Let's see. Chris. You must be Christine. Yep, I got your Venmo payment too. All right, here we go. Let's all say hello to Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Morgan. If I can get it pulled up. Okay, cool. Here we go. Okay, can we see the chart? Yes, we can. There we go. Ooh, Leo Ascendant. My friend Michael would love you. You guys would chat like schoolgirls. He's also a Leo Ascendant too. Let's see if you guys have any critical degrees. No critical degrees over here, but let's check over here. Venus 29 Virgo, critical degree. I'm not gonna lie, picky patty energy. I'm not mad at it. I have it too. You know, I think it's because we know what we want and everybody else is just bitter. I said what I said. And then you have Venus 0 Gemini, critical degree as well. So you have 2 critical degrees, nothing bad, nothing major, okay? Let's see what else is going on up here. All right, so in a past life, you were definitely focused on friends, groups, networks, organizations. The execution of your future endeavors could have been focused on your ideas. They could have progressed society forward, made the world a better place. Who knows? In this lifetime, this is where your understanding comes in, your innovation comes in as well as your faith and spirituality. It is really important to establish a connection with the universe here. That way you can get messages on how to move forward, but it's also important to have a relationship with yourself, because these themes that I just listed, they're actually going to be manifesting through relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. You may seek for a yearning or understanding through, we're close. I have a Virgo Sun Mercury. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, you may yearn for an understanding within a relationship, but you would benefit from being in a friendship before getting in a relationship here too, okay? But in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on expressing yourself, building your confidence, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's rejection or perhaps self-sabotage too, okay? You do have Mars here giving you energy and drive to go after what it is that you want. Look at that trine to the MC, yes. Watch for impulsivity. I said what I said, okay? Watch for impulsivity, spontaneity too. too. But you have all the energy, you have the drive, you have everything that you need to really take the action to move forward on your path, okay? Going to this trine real quick, you're meant to do whatever it is that you want to do, just as long as you're not spontaneous and impulsive. Definitely think before you do. Think before you manifest, because it will lead to issues if you don't, okay? Moving on, you got a packed second house. Look at you. Sun, Mercury, Moon, and Venus here, definitely establishing your worth and value naturally. You have a lot of natural gifts, natural talents. Watch out for criticism, though, for yourself and for other people. Could be self-critical a lot, too, with Virgo in the second. Definitely need to monitor your spending. Would benefit from having multiple sources of income with Mercury being here. But I will say you need to tap into your worth and value. It's where you shine, actually, okay? Moon here, money can come and go quite easily, so I would say just don't be too fixated on it. You do have an apex with Mercury, and it seems as though that the moon is also an apex of a major yacht here, okay? So I will say pay attention to your worth and value. Definitely pay attention to not equating your money to your worth and value as well. You want to pay attention to any Pisces placements. Right now, Saturn is activating your yacht. It's going to fulfill a special purpose. What is that special purpose? We won't know until you fulfill it. All right? So it's really important to pay attention to any Pisces transits or aspects, okay? You don't have anything natal, but right now transiting Saturn is in Pisces. All right? Moving on. Now, we do have Pluto and Chiron conjunct in Sagittarius in your 5th house here. So I will say that it is really important, first and foremost, that we are healing from anybody that has tried to dim your light. Perhaps forgiving ourselves for even self-sabotaging from dimming our own light because of fear of judgment, fear of projection from other people too. Okay, that's what's going to help you to step into your power. Just be sure not to over-obsess with having fun or being too confident, as well as watch out for overindulgence when you're having fun, okay? But I will say, also, when you find a belief system, a lifestyle that best resonates with you, or a philosophy, this is also something that can help you to heal yourself and heal others too, because this is what's going to make you not only powerful, but it's going to help you to stand in your confidence. And it's also going to help you to execute any future endeavors that you have too. Look at you, you know, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, but don't kill the birds. Don't do that, okay? Moving on. We do have Saturn and Jupiter in Gemini. All right, jack of all trades, master of none. But hey, you can always do it better than the master of one. It is really important here that you're paying attention to your ideas, because they can really take off and make the world a better place. It is going to take time, consistency, structure, and organization, of course, with Saturn here. Definitely watch for spreading misinformation. Watch for gossip as well, okay? Because this can definitely come back on a karmic scale, okay? Friends, groups, networks, organizations are going to be karmic. The bigger you get, the smaller your friend group. That's just how the cookie crumbles, all right? You were born during a grand conjunction here. So it's the natural balance between restriction and expansion, okay? So you're going to learn the balance here through 11th house themes, perhaps maybe through any future endeavors that you're manifesting. Do I see squares to the 2nd house? I do. Perhaps maybe you feel as though that your what you're manifesting for yourself is bigger than yourself. Where are you going to get the resources? Where are you going to get the materials needed to manifest your future endeavors? You have all that you need in this very moment to get to the next step. Remember that. Take advantage of all the opportunities that are being presented to you right now. Also, your ideas, your thoughts, that's also an opportunity that you can take advantage of, okay? Just be sure that we are really paying attention to those, because that's what's going to get us to the next step. Okay, I can sense that you have a little bit of conflict in regards to money, finances, as well as your worth, your value, your confidence, expression, your future endeavors, friends, groups, networks, organizations. You need to prioritize that healing journey, okay? Really going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life, as well as making peace with your past. That's going to help you to alleviate the inner conflict and tension that you're feeling. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I did Morgan. Christine, we're up to you, Christine. Did I? Okay, Christine, we're up to you. Why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. We're just changing it this way. Christine. And then we have, I did not eat today and I have not been hungry. Should I be concerned? Let me know. Let's see. Thank you. I'm a business girly and absolutely tie my self-worth in towards success. Oh, I love to hear that. Hello. Let's see here. Fairmont. And that's Minnesota. Just typing in the next 9/20/1980. Okay, everyone. My computer's just being slow at the moment. Don't mind that. Okay, here we go. Let's all say hello to Christine. Hi, Christine. Hi, Christine. I just watched your video about Pluto placements. Did you like it? Let me know. All right. Let's see. Hey, hi. Thank you. I'm a business girl. I absolutely tie self-worth into success. Love that. Love that. All right, let's see if you have any critical degrees. Let's see over here first. All right, Neptune 0 Capricorn, critical degree. All right, and that's all I'm seeing over here. Let's see over here. Look at you, no retro. Oh, well, Jupiter retrograde. Okay. No critical degrees. Your Venus is so close to being on that Regulus degree. It is conjuncted, so I will say watch for the over-egotistical energy. Not calling you egoic at all. It's just watch out for that because you may attract a lot of attention with this being conjunct the Regulus star, but the fall from grace is definitely going to happen if you let ego get in the way, all right? But that's the only thing major that I'm seeing here. But let's see your chart. Major conflict here. We're going to talk about that in just a second, okay? Got a major T-square there. And we're going to even debunk it too. All right, let's see here. In a past life, you were definitely focused on mundane responsibility, your daily operations, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. In this lifetime, it's actually where you shine. It's where you have your information and get your communication from as well. It's also where you have energy and drive. But in this lifetime, it's going to manifest through relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Just be sure not to rush through any business dealings, as well as dotting your I's, crossing your T's when you are in a business dealing. With Mercury here, you definitely benefit from writing your own contracts, as well as writing a prenup if in the case you ever want to get married. Having a relationship with yourself is going to be best beneficial here with this opposition, as well as learning yourself through other people too. All right, it's where you shine. Just be sure to not lose yourself in relationships. That's why the opposition is prevalent. In this lifetime, it is really important that you develop yourself spiritually, establish a connection with the universe, trust in the unknown too. This life path for you is not going to be the easiest. It does come with some karmic dealings through hidden enemies, endings, and loss. Okay, this is going to express itself, wow, 12th from the 12th, a pavat pavam is what we call it in Vedic astrology, because Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter sitting in that 12th house is 12th from the 12th. It is a pavat pavam here. So there is some benefits with this placement here. Of course, Jupiter is home in the 12th house, which means that spiritual development, spiritual liberation are naturally going to be the themes of your chart here. It is really important that traveling to foreign lands can also help you to develop yourself spiritually too. But I will say, watch out for spiritual teachers, gurus, as well as people that could be quirky, unconventional. Friends, groups, networks, organizations can also be karmic for you here too. They can present through hidden enemies, endings, and loss. So just pay attention to that, all right? We do have a North Node in Taurus in your 3rd house here. Definitely could be jack of all trades, master of none, but hey, you could always do it better than the master of one. Could be a great communicator, could be working on developing your skills, or could really have a knack to get more info on mundane knowledge here. Now, I also have a North Node in the 3rd house, so anytime when I see this, I automatically go to that South Node in the 9th. Perhaps maybe in a past life or even earlier in this life, you had a belief system that you were so strong about, but because of the fact that that belief system failed you to some degree, you definitely went to that North Node energy and you started opening your mind and really asking other people what their opinion on certain things are. In this lifetime, that's what you're meant to do. If in the case that you feel as though that your beliefs are failing you or you're constantly being tested with your beliefs, Saturn and Scorpio, I said what I said. But it is really important here too, because the North Node in the 3rd house gets better with time. It is not an easy energy here because it does require you to take your own independent path. You know, it's really going to require a lot of self-effort on your behalf, but you're going to have the energy and drive to get things going, especially with Taurus energy, okay? Because Taurus is expressing itself through Venus and Leo at 28 degrees. It is 4 places from itself, so bliss and joy is definitely going to come when you move into your destiny, okay? We do have Chiron and Gemini in that 4th house here, so I will say wounds pertaining to home, family, the mother figure, processing your feelings and your emotions, wounds also pertaining to misinformation or gossip being talked about as well. So definitely finding an outlet that best gets those words out, journaling, speaking, writing, whatever that may look like for you can also help you to heal yourself and heal others, but definitely finding a place of belonging within yourself, listening to your intuition, as well as really getting into that more mother-like energy and not overthinking and not over-intellectualizing socializing your feelings and feeling them through, this can help you to heal yourself and heal others as well, okay? And I can sense that a little bit of this energy of what you've gone through early on was preparing you for your career, status, legacy, and life's work too. All right, let's see here. Venus and Leo in the 6th house here. Just be sure if you're diabetic, definitely watch for your sweet intake. But I will say with Venus in the 6th house, picky patty energy. I'm guilty of it too. I have this placement too. But I will say you already know what you want. You know your standards. You know what it is that you will not settle for. I respect it. But I will say here, just be sure not to give your energy and give of your energy to your detriment. Don't be of service to other people or help others to your detriment too. Make sure that your cup runneth over. Okay? Moving on to Pluto and Scorpio, Saturn and Scorpio in your 9th house here, which means that your beliefs will always be tested. I'm not going to lie to you here. It's going to be tested with Saturn here. But Saturn wants you to master what life means to you. It also wants you to find a belief system, a lifestyle, a philosophy that best caters to you, and you will be tested on that to see if you're going to falter, if you're going to change it up. All right, this is really what's going to help you to stand into your power. Okay, now I see that Saturn is actually throwing a trine to your ascendant, which means that this is all going to come over a span of time. Whatever action that you take towards your philosophy, meaning of life, it is going to require consistency. It is going to require structure and organization as well, and it's going to require you to keep going, being perseverant as well too. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Oh, also Saturn and Scorpio, by the way, very transformative energy. Saturn's really getting you getting you to master your transformation, your healing journey. Your life is one big transformation. All right, and it's going to be expansive here too. Okay, but Saturn's really getting you to master, to let go of what no longer serves you. That way you can make way for that what does serve you. All right, you do have Moon, Uranus, and Neptune. Is Neptune in Capricorn? Let's see here. Neptune is in Capricorn, so that's in your 11th. So you have MC, Moon, and Uranus in your 10th house in Sagittarius. Meant to live that larger-than-life persona. Definitely meant to share your experience, your story, your wisdom with other people as well. Other people definitely may come to you for some advice, all right? But definitely do something that pertains to your emotions here, that gives you emotional resonance. That's what's really going to help cement your fulfillment, okay? Sudden changes within career definitely require some freedom within your day-to-day. You may be doing something that's completely different, completely against the norm here, but definitely be sure to have enough confidence to embrace that, all right? Now, you do have Neptune and Capricorn. You may yearn for a very stable future. You definitely may yearn for success within your future, too. It's all going to come to you, but you need to really go after that area of life with a realistic standpoint, okay? 11th house ruler in the 9th house, it's the Pavat Pavam. A lot of gains, a lot of rewards that come from it, but a lot of consistency, structure, and organization that is needed to make your dreams a tangible reality, all right? Now, I do see that there's some major conflict within your career, status, legacy, life's work, independence, self-identity, independent. Well, I already said independence, and giving back to yourself through your self-nourishment. And then we also have relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Tapping into your home, your family, processing your feelings and your emotions, listening to your intuition, as well as channeling your authenticity will help you to really alleviate some of the inner conflict and tension that you may be feeling. All right? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. All right. Yes, making a couple of complete career change right now. Come on, Uranus. Can we get a reading now? I did say the last call for reading a while ago, and readings are closed because I'm a little backed up, so I'm sorry. Readings are closed for today. But I will be on later in the week if in the case that you didn't get readings, okay? So for those that didn't get readings, you can always go to the link in my bio and book a private reading for me. We can laugh, giggle, chat with your birth chart. We may laugh, we may cry, we may say all the A words, So you can always book in the link in my bio. It's under Universal Analysis. And I offer astrology, numerology, and tarot, all right? Be sure to like and share to get us out there. And if you're not already doing so, follow me. That way you get notified every time I go live, okay? Let's see who is next. I'm booking mine today for personal. I know that's right. Let's see here. Who's up next?
And we're opening an office in your area. So you won't be required to.
Who's up next? We have Ariana Jimenez. Okay. I'm next. Are you Ariana? Love your energy so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Let me enter Ariana's information. Monterey Park, California. Oh, sorry, I'm Brittany. Oh, you got me so excited. Ariana is here. I see her. Let's see here. I got a lot of November birthdays today. I must say, a lot of November and October birthdays, but never one on my birthday too. I don't know. Let's see, 86. And I need 2 p.m. All right, everyone, let's say hello to Ariana. Hello, hello. Let's see here when it loads. There we go. All right, let's see if you have any critical degrees over here. Pluto 8, Scorpio, critical degree. Okay, we also have, that's it, over here. So let's see over here. We do have Moon 4 Scorpio, critical degree. Mars 29 Aquarius, critical degree. So you have 3 critical degrees. Nothing bad, nothing major. All right, let's see up here what's going on. All right, so in a past life, you were definitely focused on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, contracts, marriage, and union. In this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on yourself, identity, independence, your life's direction, taking action towards your life's direction, as well as giving back to yourself through self-nourishment. In this lifetime, it's actually what you're destined for. And so you come from a past life where perhaps maybe other people were telling you what you should do with your life, or you really confided within relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection. In this lifetime, it's all about you. You have all the answers within you. All right. Just be sure not to rush to execute any actions or watch for impulsivity, spontaneity. It may not serve you in this lifetime too, okay? Now, your life's direction is best going to manifest through Mars in Pisces, unless that's at that critical degree here. Mars 29 Aquarius, yes, it's at the critical degree in your 11th house, actually. Now, it is in your 12th house in Placidus, but it's going to manifest as an 11th house Mars placement. So I will say you naturally may find yourself in leadership positions. You also may find yourself to be the leader of your own friend group. But it is really important that we're not rushing to execute any future endeavors here, or rushing into friend groups, networks, and organizations as well too. Okay? That's going to be very important for you here. Now, Jupiter in Pisces in your 12th house, it's in its home house. I will say there can be an abundance of karmic enemies or hidden enemies here. Just be sure to establish a connection with the universe. Also set up energetic boundaries. You may benefit from those. That way people are not draining your energy or taking advantage of your energy too. Okay? Traveling to foreign lands can definitely help you with Jupiter placement here to develop yourself spiritually too. Chiron and Gemini, I've been seeing a lot of Chiron and Geminis too. Chiron and Gemini in the 3rd house, definitely wounds around communication, developing your skills. It could be about because people gossiped and talked about you early on. Ooh, 555 on my clock and on the computer. You see that? Come on, 555. I've been seeing a lot of synchronicities today, by the way. But I will say, Chiron and Gemini, definitely finding an outlet that best gets out those suppressed words, thoughts, opinions as well. Journaling, speaking, that definitely helps me as well. It's writing the letter that was never delivered. I always say that when I see Chiron in the 3rd house. But beware of spreading gossip or spreading misinformation about anybody, places, things as well, because that can actually be quite detrimental to your wounds, okay? You do have Moon in Virgo. Just be sure not to over-intellectualize your emotions and feeling them through. But with it being in the 6th house, emotional fulfillment definitely comes through your mundane responsibility, daily operations, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. Just be sure here with your moon placement that we're not overly helping other people to our detriment. All right, but you do yearn to be of service to other people. You definitely do yearn to help other people out when you can. All right, you do have Venus, Pluto, and Mercury in your 8th house. Definitely a truth seeker. Just realize the power within your words, okay, with that conjunction with Pluto and Mercury here, because some people may not understand where you're coming from, but honestly, you're just being truthful. You're just triggering their unhealed wounds, and so they may project. So definitely just don't take on that projection. With Venus here, it is really important that you understand the wisdom that you carry, okay, because other people may really like that about you. You also may attract a relationship that has that deep connection, something that is intimate and vulnerable, somebody that no matter what transformation you're going through, they're still going to be there for you. Could also indicate an inheritance, just as long as you don't over-obsess with it. Also, don't over-obsess over your healing journey too, with Scorpio ruling over your 8th, okay? With Sagittarius Sun, Saturn in Sag, Uranus in Sagittarius too. Major focus is on finding a philosophy, the meaning of life, as well as a belief system. Doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but you're meant to expand on that. There will definitely be some times where the universe is testing your beliefs to see if it's actually something that you believe in. Now, I will say that because Jupiter rules your 9th house and it is an immutable sign, you definitely may find from time to time that you do shift your beliefs, but Saturn here is really trying to get you to master what the meaning meaning of your personal life is. Okay, sudden changes within belief system with Uranus here. So don't be afraid if in the case that you do change things up, but get to know a certain belief system before you do change it up, okay? That's what Saturn's trying to get you to understand, all right? And then we have Capricorn MC, definitely meant to teach the collective how to put in the work, all right? So that means that your career, status, legacy, life's work is not going to come easy, no matter how cheesy it is, all right? So you need to put in the consistency, the structure, the organization behind your career in order to gain the success, all right? Also, with Capricorn MC here, not everything is about success, okay? Definitely watch out for any karmic energy within your career because Capricorn, your 10th house ruler, is 12 places from itself in Sagittarius. So just be sure here that we are really setting up some energetic boundaries and really paying attention to who we are associating with and what we are associating with within our career. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. You do, let's see here, do you have that grand trine? Not quite. All right, but you do have a grand, a T-square here within your 11th house. It's basically the 12th, your 6th house, and your 9th house here. Tapping into your communication, developing your skills, siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, as well as becoming curious of mundane knowledge will definitely help you to alleviate any conflict or inner tension that you may be feeling with this T-square here. All right, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. All right, let's see. Whoa. Wow, 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 wow. All right, Deborah, we're up to you. Thank you so much. Of course. Of course. Of course, of course. Deborah's here. A lot to say it. I'm just going into the message because I know you messaged your info. All right. Second house starting at 21 degrees Pisces containing Saturn praying for you. I'm just kidding. But with second house Saturn, it's really, Saturn's really getting you to build your own material security for yourself. Your patience will be tested from time to time. Definitely ask yourself when enough is enough. Easiest way to establish your worth and value. Basically, 21 degrees, just adding a Sagittarius energy in there, not really doing much for it, but for the most part, you could be wrapping up some major lessons within your second house, because 21 degrees Pisces, you're wrapping up some major soul cycles here, okay? So let's see what else is going on here. We have Zabara and Warren. Okay, and then we have and boop. All right, everyone, let's say hello to Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. All right, let's flip this. Can we see it? Great. All right, let me move my iPad out the way. That way it's not so in the way. Ooh, another Aries ascendant. Okay, very much in alignment with your dharmic path here. We have the Grand Cross, not only in the fire signs, but the fire houses. Look at you doing big things. All right, can't wait to get into your chart. Let's see if you have any critical degrees. You do immediately. I went to that 22 degree Scorpio, critical degree. Uranus 22 Scorpio, critical degree. We also have, okay, nothing much over here. Let's see over here. Sun 0 Libra, critical degree, okay? Saturn 0 Libra, critical degree. Is Sun conjunct Saturn for you? Wow. Wow. I want to know how that manifests for you. Okay, so let's get up here. It isn't going to be in your 7th house, though. I know it shows in your 6th house Placidus, but it's going to manifest 7th house whole sign, okay? So in a past life, you were definitely focused on relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, contracts, marriage, and union. In this lifetime, it's where you could step into your power. It's also where you can gain some information about other people and yourself. It's where you can best communicate, as well as where you're going to learn your karmic lessons. But overall, it's where you shine. It is going to manifest within relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business, contracts. Of course, it is in your 7th house, but it is important to note a couple of things. First and foremost, of course, you're after your Saturn return, so I'm not going to focus so much on karmic relationships, but that can definitely still pop up from time to time if in the case you did not learn your lessons the first time round pertaining to your Saturn return. This could also indicate long-term relationships after the Saturn return. If you're starting a business, this can be very beneficial. Challenges and obstacles will come in the beginning, but it'll get better with time, especially because it is exalted with you. If in the case that you are learning something something from other people, you can best learn anything about yourself through other people. Just don't lose yourself in a relationship, okay? Also, with Mercury and Libra, you benefit best from writing your own contracts or writing your own prenup if in the case that you want to get married. Definitely realize the power within your words with this Pluto-Mercury conjunction, because other people may project onto you, okay? You may be triggering some unhealed wounds within people just by speaking and being yourself in the dynamic, okay? But just realize the power within the words that you hold, and definitely don't take on the projection, okay? Karmic lessons can also come through marriage and union here, could indicate delays within relationships as well too. With Sun in Libra, Sun doesn't do so hot in Libra, it is in fall, unfortunately. Just be sure to find the balance with yourself, your identity, your independence, your life's direction. It's what you're moving towards in this lifetime as well. Natural activation of your Grand Cross here, which means that you are in alignment with your dharmic path. And on top of that, you have a Yod too, which means a major focus is going to be on your ascendant as well as your healing of the wounds, okay? First and foremost, talking about this Aries ascendant, this is a lifetime all about you, all about taking action towards your life's direction, just as long as you're not being impulsive or spontaneous with it, okay? But with Chiron in Taurus in your second house too, healing your wounds pertaining to worth and value are going to be very important, okay? Now, paying attention to Venus being in your fifth house, these wounds can really pertain to you trying to express yourself, or perhaps maybe you just being yourself, wanting to shine your light in whatever way. This could have definitely caused some wounds around worth and value, since it's expressing itself through expression, building up your confidence. With it being conjunct your North Node, though, there could have been a fated event that has happened that really kind of wounded you because it was so unknown. There was a lot of uncertainty around it. Be sure to really ask yourself when enough is enough. If you feel that your patience is being tested, that'll help you to not only heal yourself, but to heal others as well. Also, find a balance between giving and receiving. You also don't want to equate your money to your worth and value as well. That's what's going to help you to heal yourself and to heal other people, essentially, too. You do have Venus conjunct the North Node in your fifth house in Venus, which means Venus is in a planetary joy. Other people definitely like to have fun with you. You like to have fun with other people. Definitely that mutual agreement. But I will say here, with your North Node being here, building up your confidence, expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection, is actually what you're destined for, okay? With Sun being in Libra, 3 places from itself, self-effort is required. It's not going to be easy, but you definitely have the energy to really build up that confidence and express yourself in the way that you would really want to here too. Other people are definitely going to love it. You're going to love it too. Major conflict, though, definitely serves as major conflict here. So tapping into your uniqueness, not being afraid to beat to your own drum, tapping into friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors will help you to alleviate any inner conflict that you may have here, as well as tension too, okay? Now, I will say here, finding a belief system definitely may help you. It may come effortless too, but also establishing some sort of connection with the universe as well as focusing on spiritual development will definitely help you as well to move towards your destiny, okay? You do have Jupiter in Virgo here in the 6th house. May be a busy bee in your day-to-day, but just be sure here that we're watching for any criticism within our day-to-day, as well as watching for self-critique as well. Now, with Jupiter in Virgo, definitely watch your physical health here. Jupiter can expand on any little sickness or little illness that we may just, that may just go under the radar. So just pay attention to that as well, okay? Mars in Scorpio, Uranus in Scorpio in the 8th house here. Just be sure that we're not rushing through our healing journey, that we're going below the surface, accepting the darker aspects of life and really letting go of what no longer serves us. Letting go of what no longer is in alignment and making peace with our past is going to be very important here. Sudden transformative shifts to move you into your healing journey will definitely take place here. A lot of wisdom that can definitely come from this placement too. Be sure that we're sharing that with others. We have a Capricorn MC here. Just be sure that we are putting in the work towards our career, status, legacy, and life's work. That's what you're meant to teach the collective how to do. Of course, your 10th house ruler is 10 places from itself, which means that there's this karmic energy towards it. There could be challenges and obstacles in building your career, status, legacy, and life's work, but you do have the energy to overcome it. It is actually at its strongest position too. So that means that Saturn's going to give you, especially after your Saturn return, since you've already been through that already, Saturn, I wonder how your Saturn return went, because it could have benefited your career tenfold. If in the case that you knew about astrology, around that time too. But I will say, last but not least, before I let you go, Moon in Pisces, mother can definitely be karmic. Could have been there physically, but not emotionally, or she could have been absent altogether. I will say you find emotional fulfillment when you are developing yourself spiritually, when you are taking some time in solitude to really develop your connection with the universe, trusting in the unknown as well. Definitely watch out for emotional manipulation, caretakers, nurturers as well. They can be quite karmic. Watch out for people that don't have your purest intention at heart. They can come through hidden enemies and karmic dealings like endings and losses, okay? That's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank you. Let's see here. I made peace with my past and learned so much about spirituality. Oh, I love to hear that. I love to hear that because you are speaking your chart through right now. Yes, I had become a mom. I lost my mom and changed my career. Just trying to see if I see that. Well, I see you losing your mom. I can see that within your Saturn return since there is a sextile between Capricorn MC and your moon in Pisces. But I'm curious to know how everything else panned out. But that's pretty much it. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. All right. And the last person we have today is Brittany. Ooh, Brittany. Okay. Is Brittany here? And also, if she is here, did you send your information to my Instagram or to... I'm going to check right now. That was in my Saturn return, and because of that, I truly learned how to step up. Thank you, of course. I said, okay, cool. Love to see that. No. Okay, let me see. All right, let's see here. Wait, you sent the information to my DM on TikTok? Oh, yeah, no, I can't see that because then I'll have to end live. Can you send it to my Instagram? You could send it to TRZO on the go, or you can send it to, if you go to the icon in my profile, you could send it to my personal too, whichever one works for you. But while we wait for that, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know while we are waiting. Just gotta change my letters here, or fix them. All right, I feel like I'm sweating. Wah, 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 wah. All right, let's see what else is going on. No questions, everybody's quiet so far. Look at you, look at you. Is Mars in Gemini in 7th house good? Mars in the 7th house, I would say, is an okay placement. You may require independence within a relationship. With it being in Gemini, just watch for the argumentative energy, the debating energy too. But for the most part, if there's an interpersonal problem or an interpersonal conflict, don't involve other people. Just face it between the person, okay? Let's see here. Because your Saturn may differ by house system, do you have 2 Saturn returns? No. So because the house systems are a little different, you want to pay attention to whole sign because that's how it's actually going to affect you. When you're paying attention to Placidus, it's just going to bring those themes within the whole sign house. So say, for instance, if you have a Saturn in the 10th whole sign, but then it falls into the 9th house in Placidus, you're going to take those 9th house themes and then apply it to the 10th house. So expansion, philosophy, belief systems, your meaning of life, that's all going to go into career, status, legacy, and life's work. Does that make sense? Could I get a reading on my dad's chart who's passed away on a future live? Of course. Of course. Okay, thank you so much. Of course, of course. All right, so I did get the heads up that it was sent to my Instagram. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, I got it. All right, so let me just type it in right now. We're typing in Brittany's chart. Oh my gosh, my nose is itchy. Okay, let's see. Port Arthur, Texas. And oh my God, we have the same birthday. Look at that. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. I have. Let's see. Different year, though. You are older. All right, so everyone, let's say a warm hello to my birthday twin here. We have Brittany. Let me just get everything set up. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Brittany. All right, let's see. Virgo ascendant, and we don't have the same ascendant, too. Let's see here. But we do have the same sun sign. I'm new. If the sun in the 4 houses, will the father abandon the child? If the sun is in the 4th house, will the father abandon the child? No. If Uranus is there, it could talk about an absent parent. But father abandoning the child is usually not seen through sun in the 4th. It's usually maybe like a karmic aspect, like 12th house placements. Even 11, no. What is that? 5th house placements. Like if it's afflicted. All right, let's see if you have any critical degrees. All right, so you don't have any critical degrees over here. Do you have any critical degrees over here? Moon for Pisces, critical degree, and that's it. Mars is retrograde, so pay attention, okay? But Moon is your only placement that is in retrograde. Okay, major focus is going to be on your career, status, legacy, life's work, meant to be a jack of all trades, master of none. But hey, you'll always do it better than the master of one. You do have a lot of energy and drive, but because Mars is retrograde, the motivation may just come in and out, so just pay attention to that as well. But I will say definitely watch for the debates, the debating energy, the argumentative energy as well. All right. But in a past life, you were definitely focused on spiritual development, spiritual liberation, establishing a connection with the universe, as well as trusting in the unknown. This could have come with some karmic dealings in regards to hidden enemies, endings, and loss as well. It's where you find emotional fulfillment, but this is really going to cater more towards relationships, partnerships, interpersonal connection, business contracts. Now, I will say here, do not fall in love with the potential with Pisces being on your 7th house cusp here, because there can be there's an energy here where Pisces tends to kind of be in the delusion of who they think somebody is, but they don't understand the realities of who they are. So just be cautious of that energy, okay? But I will say Moon in the 7th house, definitely watch out for emotional manipulation and people taking advantage of your emotions as well, okay? But in this lifetime, you're really meant to focus on mundane responsibilities as well as daily operations, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. This is best going to manifest through your communication, developing your skills, siblings, cousins, your immediate environment, as well as becoming curious about mundane knowledge. I will say here, because you got a lot of Scorpio placements in the 3rd house, definitely realize the power within your words here, okay? Is because you may not understand why a lot of people may stray away, or they may project onto you, or they may call you intimidating or intense, is because you just being yourself is serving as something that is triggering their unhealed wounds, okay? You'd be surprised how many people are wearing the mask, and a lot of people are kind of like trying to suppress that darker aspect of them, but you're trying to bring that out. You're all about extracting the darkness out of something, somebody, somewhere, Just realize the power within your words and realize the power essentially within yourself. People like what you have to say, okay? Just as long as it's not about them, I'm not gonna lie, but people like to hear what you have to say too, okay? You're a healer, exactly. Helps with the healing journey too, because you do have a lot of energy moving towards this Jupiter placement. Though it is inner conflict, I feel as though that you move past that conflict just by, learning who you are and what you're capable of doing. I will say here with the squares though, just be cautious because some people may be hidden enemies, so just watch out for that as well. But establishing a connection with the universe, definitely traveling to foreign lands can help you to develop yourself spiritually. But you already seem conscious enough to where just listen to your intuition for who's for you and who's not for you. Because if anybody doesn't resonate with what you're saying, chances are they could be somebody who doesn't have your purest intention at heart, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. We do have Uranus, Neptune, Saturn in your 5th house, which means that you definitely need to focus on building up your confidence, expressing yourself, shining your light, not dimming it because of other people's projection. But you also need to learn how to have fun. Saturn in Capricorn, you probably didn't know how to have enough fun, but it's really just finding a balance with having fun with all the work that you are doing, okay? You're definitely meant to live a life where you're not worried about work and stress and all these other things. You're meant to enjoy life. That means enjoying it. You may yearn to enjoy life with Neptune and Capricorn here. Also, you may like to have fun in a different way too. Just be sure to watch out for escapism, addictive tendencies if they get over the top, okay? We do have North Node in your 6th house in Aquarius, which means that a focus could be on friends, groups, networks, organizations, and the execution of your future endeavors. May mean that you may do things different in your day-to-day as well. Because the North Node is in the 6th house, this means that there is a focus on mundane responsibilities, daily operations, work schedule, routine around personal development and physical health. Just be sure here that we are finding the balance with your South Node energy, okay? Because South Node energy very much in the spiritual development, a lot of this South Node 12th house energy, but now you're meant to really come into the real world and focus on your mundane responsibilities, what you need to get done, the things that you may not want to do, but you have to do, okay? Now, we do have Gemini MC, Gemini and Mars. I talked a little bit about it, but it's at the apex of a major yod for you. So it is really important to focus on career status, legacy, life's work, putting your eggs in multiple baskets, not just one, okay? That will definitely help you to really see what sticks for you, especially if you're interested in doing multiple things too. Be sure to tap into Sagittarius energy, not running away from your emotions, as well well as tapping into really processing your feelings and your emotions, really listening to your intuition here, because that's going to activate that yod. So Sagittarius transits, you don't have any Sagittarius placements, so Sagittarius transits will activate that yod for you, okay? But that's pretty much all I'm seeing for your chart for the most part. Thank y'all. Oh, you're about to open your second salon. Let me know. Keep me updated. I'd love to know more, okay? Well, that's pretty much it for today. I did go live twice today, and I usually don't go live twice in a day, but I'm surprised at myself. But be sure to like and share to get us out there if you haven't already done so. And if you aren't following me, be sure to follow me. That way you get notified every time I'm going live. But until next time, I fare thee well. That's pretty much it for today. I'm not going to spend so much more time doing the readings and everything like that today, So if in the case that you didn't get your reading today, just be sure to book in the link in my bio under Universal Analysis. I do offer astrology, numerology, and tarot. All right. Can you do children? How much? Depending. It really depends, because with children's energy, it could tell you a lot about their energy, but because they haven't gone through it, they may not understand it on a personal level, because planets also mature as well. But yes, I can do it. It'll probably just be standard. But if you're booking a private reading, I'll just count it as a general. All right. When are you available for a personal reading? Personal readings, if you go to the link in my bio, I actually have a calendar to where you can see like when I'm free when you're booking, okay? But until next time, everybody, I fare thee well. Take care. It is Monday, April 24th, 2023. Take care. Bye-bye.